Types of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are essential nutrients required by the body to maintain optimal health and function. Vitamins are organic compounds required in small quantities for the proper functioning of the body. Minerals are inorganic substances that are required in small amounts for various physiological processes. Vitamins. There are 13 essential vitamins that are required by the body for optimal health. These vitamins are classified as water-soluble or fat-soluble, depending on their solubility in water or fat. Water-soluble vitamins are not stored in the body and must be consumed daily, while fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the body's fatty tissues and liver. Water-soluble vitamins include vitamin C and the B vitamins, including thiamine, B1, riboflavin, B2, niacin, B3, pantothenic acid, B5, pyridoxine, B6, biotin, B7, folate, B9, and cobalamin, B12. These vitamins play a key role in a variety of physiological processes, including energy production, DNA synthesis, and immune function. Fat-soluble vitamins include vitamins A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are stored in the body's fatty tissues and liver, and can build up to toxic levels if consumed in excess. Vitamin A plays a key role in vision, immune function, and skin health, while vitamin D is important for bone health, immune function, and calcium absorption. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that helps to protect cells from damage, while vitamin K is important for blood clotting and bone health. Minerals. There are many minerals required by the body for optimal health and function. These minerals include calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, iron, zinc, copper, selenium, chromium, and iodine. These minerals play a key role in a variety of physiological processes, including bone health, muscle function, and immune function. Calcium is important for bone health and muscle function, while magnesium is important for muscle function and energy production. Potassium is important for muscle and nerve function, while sodium is important for fluid balance and nerve function. Iron is important for the production of hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in the blood, while zinc is important for immune function and wound healing. Copper is important for the production of red blood cells, while selenium is important for immune function and thyroid health. Chromium is important for insulin function, while iodine is important for thyroid function. Vitamins and minerals also play a key role in the prevention and management of chronic diseases. For example, vitamin D has been shown to reduce the risk of osteoporosis, while calcium and vitamin K are important for bone health. Magnesium has been associated with a reduced risk of hypertension, while potassium has been associated with a reduced risk of stroke. Iron deficiency is a common nutritional deficiency worldwide, and can lead to anemia. Iron supplementation is often used to treat iron deficiency anemia, but it is important to monitor iron levels to avoid iron overload, which can lead to liver damage and other health problems. Zinc deficiency can lead to immune dysfunction and growth retardation, and supplementation may be used to treat these conditions. Copper deficiency can lead to anemia and bone abnormalities, while selenium deficiency can lead to immune dysfunction and thyroid disorders. Iodine deficiency is a common cause of hypothyroidism, and can lead to growth and developmental abnormalities. Salt iodization programs have been implemented in many countries to prevent iodine deficiency. While vitamins and minerals are essential for optimal health, it is important to obtain them through a healthy, balanced diet. Supplementation may be necessary for certain individuals, but excessive supplementation can lead to adverse effects. It is important to consult a healthcare professional before starting any supplementation regimen. Vitamins and minerals are also important for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails. For example, biotin, a B vitamin, is important for hair and nail health, while vitamin C is important for collagen production and skin health. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that helps to protect cells from damage, and has been shown to have a positive effect on skin health. In addition, some vitamins and minerals have been shown to have cognitive benefits. For example, omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish and supplements, have been associated with improved cognitive function and a reduced risk of dementia. B vitamins, particularly vitamins B6, B12, and folate, have also been associated with improved cognitive function. Furthermore, vitamins and minerals play a crucial role in maintaining a healthy immune system. Vitamin C and zinc have been shown to have immune-boosting properties, while vitamin D is important for immune function and has been associated with a reduced risk of respiratory infections. It is important to note that certain populations may be at a higher risk of vitamin and mineral deficiencies. For example, vegetarians and vegans may be at a higher risk of vitamin B12 deficiency, as this vitamin is found primarily in animal products. Individuals with malabsorption disorders, such as celiac disease or Crohn's disease, may also be at a higher risk of nutrient deficiencies. Conclusion. In conclusion, vitamins and minerals play a crucial role in maintaining optimal health and preventing nutrient deficiencies. They are important for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails, and may have cognitive and immune-boosting benefits. It is important to obtain these nutrients through a healthy, balanced diet, but supplementation may be necessary for certain individuals. Populations at a higher risk of nutrient deficiencies should take extra care to ensure they are meeting their nutrient needs. Further research in this field may lead to the development of new treatments for a variety of conditions, including cognitive decline and immune dysfunction. Vitamins and minerals are also important for athletes and individuals who engage in physical activity. During exercise, the body requires additional energy and nutrients to support increased metabolic demands. Vitamins and minerals play a crucial role in energy production and muscle function, and deficiencies in these nutrients can lead to impaired athletic performance and increased risk of injury. For example, iron deficiency can lead to fatigue and decreased endurance, while magnesium is important for muscle function and recovery. Calcium is important for muscle contraction and bone health, while vitamin D is important for calcium absorption and bone health. Zinc is important for muscle recovery and repair, and can be lost through sweat during intense exercise. Athletes may require higher amounts of certain vitamins and minerals than sedentary individuals. However, excessive supplementation can lead to adverse effects, and it is important to consult a healthcare professional or sports dietitian before starting any supplementation regimen. In addition, certain populations may be at a higher risk of nutrient deficiencies due to dietary restrictions or other factors. For example, female athletes may be at a higher risk of iron deficiency due to menstruation, while vegan athletes may be at a higher risk of vitamin B12 deficiency. Athletes who follow restrictive diets or engage in intense exercise may also be at a higher risk of nutrient deficiencies. Conclusion. In conclusion, vitamins and minerals are important for athletes and individuals who engage in physical activity. Baby's development. The process of prenatal development is a complex and fascinating subject that has captured the interest of scientists and parents alike. The growth and development of a fetus in the womb is a remarkable feat of nature, and understanding this process is crucial for ensuring healthy outcomes for both the mother and the child. In this essay, we will examine the various stages of prenatal development, from fertilization to birth, and explore the many factors that can influence the health and well-being of a developing fetus. Stage 1: Fertilization. The first stage of prenatal development is fertilization, which occurs when a sperm cell penetrates an egg cell. This union creates a single-celled organism known as a zygote, which contains all the genetic information necessary for the development of a new human being. The zygote begins to divide rapidly, forming a ball of cells that will eventually become the embryo. Stage 2: Embryonic development. During the embryonic stage, which lasts from fertilization to the 8th week of pregnancy, the basic structures of the developing fetus begin to take shape. The embryo develops a head and a tail, and its organs and limbs begin to form. By the end of this stage, the embryo is about the size of a grape and has a beating heart. Stage 3: Fetal development. The fetal stage begins at the 9th week of pregnancy and lasts until birth. During this stage, the fetus continues to grow and mature, and its organs and systems become fully functional. The fetus grows rapidly, and by the end of the second trimester, it is about 12 inches long and weighs around 2 pounds. During the third trimester, the fetus gains even more weight and develops more fully, preparing for life outside the womb. Factors that influence prenatal development. While the process of prenatal development is largely automatic, there are many factors that can influence the health and well-being of a developing fetus. These include nutrition. A mother's diet during pregnancy can have a significant impact on the growth and development of her fetus. A balanced and healthy diet that includes plenty of vitamins and minerals is essential for ensuring healthy outcomes. Substance use. Substance use, including alcohol, tobacco, and drugs, can have a harmful effect on the developing fetus. These substances can cause birth defects, low birth weight, and other health problems. Stress. High levels of stress during pregnancy can affect the developing fetus, leading to low birth weight, premature birth, and other health problems. Environmental factors. Exposure to toxins, pollutants, and other environmental factors can also have a negative impact on prenatal development. One of the most critical factors affecting fetal development is the mother's health. Maternal health can affect the growth and development of the fetus in several ways. For example, certain medical conditions, such as diabetes and hypertension, can lead to complications during pregnancy that can negatively affect fetal development. In addition, a mother's mental health can also impact fetal development. Studies have shown that high levels of anxiety and depression during pregnancy can have negative effects on fetal growth and development, including an increased risk of preterm birth and low birth weight. Another critical factor that can impact fetal development is genetics. The genetic makeup of the mother and father can influence the development of the fetus, including its physical characteristics and susceptibility to certain medical conditions. Genetic testing during pregnancy can help identify potential risks and allow parents to make informed decisions about their pregnancy and childbirth. Finally, prenatal care is crucial for ensuring the health and well-being of both the mother and the fetus. Regular prenatal checkups allow healthcare providers to monitor the growth and development of the fetus and identify any potential complications early on. Prenatal care also provides an opportunity for healthcare providers to offer education and support to expecting parents, including guidance on healthy lifestyle choices, nutrition, and stress management. In addition to the factors mentioned above, there are other aspects of prenatal development that can impact the long-term health and well-being of the child. One such aspect is the role of epigenetics in fetal development. Epigenetics refers to changes in gene expression that are not caused by changes in the DNA sequence itself. These changes can be influenced by a variety of factors, including the mother's diet, stress levels, and exposure to toxins. Studies have shown that epigenetic changes during fetal development can have significant effects on the child's health and development later in life. For example, exposure to environmental toxins during fetal development has been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases such as cancer and heart disease later in life. Another aspect of prenatal development that can impact long-term health is the development of the microbiome. The microbiome refers to the collection of microorganisms that inhabit the human body. Research has shown that the development of the microbiome during fetal development and early childhood can impact the immune system and the risk of developing certain diseases later in life. Finally, it is important to note that prenatal development is not a linear process. There is significant individual variation in the rate and pattern of fetal development, and factors such as maternal age, health status, and environmental factors can all impact this process. The process of prenatal development is not only complex but also highly susceptible to external factors, including stress, nutrition, and exposure to environmental toxins. One of the most important factors that can impact fetal development is stress. Prenatal stress can lead to adverse outcomes, including preterm labor, low birth weight, and impaired cognitive development. Maternal nutrition is also critical during pregnancy as it plays a significant role in fetal growth and development. A balanced diet rich in nutrients such as folic acid, iron, and calcium is essential to support the developing fetus. A lack of proper nutrition during pregnancy can result in complications such as premature birth, low birth weight, and birth defects. Exposure to environmental toxins, such as lead, mercury, and pesticides, can also negatively impact fetal development. These toxins can lead to birth defects, developmental delays, and other health problems. Therefore, it is important for expecting mothers to avoid exposure to harmful environmental toxins as much as possible. Additionally, the mother's lifestyle choices can also impact fetal development. Smoking, drinking alcohol, and drug use during pregnancy can all lead to negative outcomes, including low birth weight, birth defects, and developmental delays. Therefore, it is crucial for expecting mothers to make healthy lifestyle choices during pregnancy. Finally, prenatal care is vital to ensure a healthy pregnancy and birth. Regular prenatal checkups can help identify potential complications early on, allowing healthcare providers to provide appropriate interventions. Prenatal care can also provide an opportunity for healthcare providers to offer education and support to expecting parents. Apart from the various external factors that can affect fetal development, there are also several internal factors that play a crucial role. Types of tissues in the body. The human body is composed of various types of tissues that work together to perform different functions. Tissues are groups of similar cells that work together to perform a specific function. There are four main types of tissues in the body: epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. Each type of tissue has unique characteristics and functions that contribute to the overall functioning of the body. In this essay, we will explore the different types of tissues in the body and their functions. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue covers the body's surface and lines the internal organs, cavities, and tubes. It serves as a protective barrier against physical, chemical, and biological damage. The tissue is composed of closely packed cells that are arranged in layers. The cells are tightly connected through junctions, which prevent substances from passing between the cells. Epithelial tissue is classified based on the number of cell layers and the shape of the cells. There are three types of epithelial tissue: simple, stratified, and pseudostratified. Simple epithelial tissue is a single layer of cells that is found in areas that need to absorb or secrete substances. Stratified epithelial tissue is multiple layers of cells that provide protection against physical damage. Pseudostratified epithelial tissue appears to be stratified, but all the cells are attached to the basement membrane. Connective tissue. Connective tissue is the most abundant and diverse tissue in the body. It provides support, protection, and structure to the body. Connective tissue is composed of cells, fibers, and extracellular matrix. The extracellular matrix is a complex mixture of proteins and carbohydrates that surrounds the cells and provides support. There are 6 types of connective tissue: loose, dense, cartilage, bone, blood, and adipose. Loose connective tissue is found in areas that need flexibility and support, such as the skin and mucous membranes. Dense connective tissue is found in areas that require strength and support, such as tendons and ligaments. Cartilage tissue is found in areas that need to absorb shock and reduce friction, such as the joints. Bone tissue is the hardest and most rigid connective tissue, which provides support and protection to the body. Blood tissue is composed of cells and plasma, which carry oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. Adipose tissue is specialized connective tissue that stores energy in the form of fat. Muscular tissue. Muscular tissue is responsible for movement and is composed of cells called muscle fibers. There are 3 types of muscular tissue: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. Skeletal muscle is attached to bones and is responsible for voluntary movement. Smooth muscle is found in organs and structures that require involuntary movement, such as the digestive system. Cardiac muscle is found in the heart and is responsible for involuntary contractions that pump blood throughout the body. Nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is composed of cells called neurons and is responsible for transmitting signals throughout the body. Neurons receive and transmit information through electrical and chemical signals. Nervous tissue is found in the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system. In addition to the 4 main types of tissues, there are also specialized types of tissues in the body that perform specific functions. For example, Glandular tissue is a type of epithelial tissue that secretes hormones, enzymes, and other substances. Glandular tissue is found in the endocrine glands, such as the pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and adrenal gland, as well as in exocrine glands, such as the salivary gland and pancreas. Another specialized type of tissue is the lymphoid tissue, which is a part of the immune system. Lymphoid tissue is composed of lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell, and is found in the lymph nodes, spleen, thymus, and tonsils. Lymphoid tissue is responsible for recognizing and attacking foreign substances in the body, such as viruses and bacteria. Furthermore, the body also contains some transitional tissues that have properties of both epithelial and connective tissues. For instance, the transitional epithelium is a type of tissue found in the urinary system that can stretch and recoil. Transitional epithelium is composed of several layers of cells that change shape and flatten as the tissue is stretched. This property allows the urinary system to accommodate urine volume changes. Finally, some tissues in the body undergo changes as a result of disease or injury. For example, fibrous tissue is a type of connective tissue that forms scar tissue in response to injury or inflammation. Scar tissue is composed of fibrous tissue and is often stiffer and less flexible than the original tissue. This can result in reduced function and range of motion in the affected area. In conclusion, the human body is composed of various types of tissues that work together to perform different functions. These tissues include epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue, as well as specialized tissues like glandular tissue and lymphoid tissue. Understanding the different types of tissues in the body is crucial for understanding how the body works and for diagnosing and treating diseases and injuries. There are also some tissues in the body that have regenerative properties, meaning they can repair and replace damaged cells. For example, the liver is a highly regenerative organ that can regenerate up to 70% of its mass after injury. The liver contains hepatocytes, which are responsible for most of the organ's functions, and hepatic stem cells, which can differentiate into hepatocytes and other liver cells to replace damaged cells. Similarly, the skin is also a regenerative tissue that can repair itself after injury. The skin contains stem cells that can differentiate into various skin cells, such as keratinocytes and melanocytes, to replace damaged cells. This regenerative capacity of the skin is important for wound healing and maintaining the integrity of the skin barrier. Another important tissue in the body is the adipose tissue, which is a type of connective tissue that stores energy in the form of fat. Adipose tissue also plays a role in hormone regulation and immune function. Abnormalities in adipose tissue can lead to conditions such as obesity and metabolic syndrome. Bacteria and viruses. Bacteria and viruses are two of the most common types of microorganisms that are found in the environment. While both bacteria and viruses can cause diseases in humans and animals, there are several key differences between these two types of microorganisms. In this essay, we will explore the different types of bacteria and viruses, their characteristics, and how they impact human health. Types of bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled microorganisms that can be found in nearly every environment on Earth. There are several different types of bacteria, including gram-positive bacteria, these bacteria have a thick peptidoglycan layer in their cell walls and appear purple when stained with Gram stain. Gram-negative bacteria. These bacteria have a thinner peptidoglycan layer in their cell walls and appear pink when stained with Gram stain. Acid-fast bacteria. These bacteria have a waxy outer layer that makes them difficult to stain with standard methods. Anaerobic bacteria. These bacteria can survive and thrive in environments without oxygen. Aerobic bacteria. These bacteria require oxygen to survive and thrive. Types of viruses. Viruses are small, infectious agents that can only replicate inside living cells. There are several different types of viruses, including RNA viruses. These viruses have RNA as their genetic material. DNA viruses. These viruses have DNA as their genetic material. Retroviruses. These viruses have RNA as their genetic material, but can convert it into DNA using the enzyme reverse transcriptase. Adenoviruses. These viruses are common causes of respiratory infections in humans. Herpes viruses. These viruses can cause a variety of diseases including cold sores, genital herpes, and chickenpox. Characteristics and impact on human health. Bacteria and viruses differ in several key characteristics, including their size, shape, and method of reproduction. Bacteria are generally larger than viruses and can be seen under a light microscope, while viruses are much smaller and can only be seen under an electron microscope. Bacteria can reproduce through binary fission, where one cell divides into two identical daughter cells, while viruses require a host cell to replicate. Both bacteria and viruses can cause diseases in humans and animals, but the types of diseases they cause and the ways in which they impact human health can differ. Bacterial infections can be treated with antibiotics, while viral infections are generally more difficult to treat and require antiviral medications. Bacterial infections can cause a variety of symptoms including fever, nausea, and diarrhea, while viral infections can cause symptoms such as fever, headache, and muscle aches. Some bacteria and viruses are also beneficial to human health. For example, certain types of bacteria in the human gut help with digestion and can boost the immune system, while some viruses can be used to treat certain types of cancer. One key difference between bacteria and viruses is their structure. Bacteria are single-celled organisms with a cell wall and cytoplasm, while viruses are not considered living organisms and consist of genetic material, either DNA or RNA, enclosed in a protein coat. Bacteria also have the ability to carry out metabolism and reproduce on their own, while viruses require a host cell to replicate. Another difference between bacteria and viruses is their susceptibility to antibiotics. Antibiotics are drugs used to treat bacterial infections by targeting specific components of bacterial cells, such as their cell walls or metabolic pathways. However, antibiotics are not effective against viruses, as viruses do not have the same components as bacterial cells. Antiviral medications are used to treat viral infections by targeting specific stages of the viral life cycle. Bacteria and viruses can also cause different types of infections. Bacterial infections can occur in any part of the body and can range from mild to severe. Common bacterial infections include pneumonia, strep throat, and urinary tract infections. Viral infections can also occur in any part of the body and can cause a range of symptoms. Common viral infections include the flu, colds, and HIV. Finally, bacteria and viruses can have different impacts on public health. Bacterial infections can be spread through direct contact with infected individuals, contaminated food or water, or insect bites. In some cases, bacterial infections can lead to outbreaks of disease, such as the recent outbreak of E. coli infections linked to contaminated romaine lettuce. Viral infections can also be spread through direct contact with infected individuals, but can also be spread through the air, on surfaces, or through contaminated food or water. Viral infections can also lead to outbreaks of disease, such as the recent outbreak of COVID-19. Another important difference between bacteria and viruses is their ability to adapt and evolve. Bacteria have the ability to adapt to changing environments and develop resistance to antibiotics over time. This is a major concern in healthcare, as antibiotic-resistant bacteria can cause infections that are difficult to treat and can lead to increased morbidity and mortality. Viruses can also evolve and adapt to changing environments, but in a different way than bacteria. Viruses have a high rate of mutation due to their replication process, which can result in the emergence of new strains or variants. This is why flu vaccines are updated each year to target the specific strains of the virus that are expected to be most prevalent. Another difference between bacteria and viruses is their role in the ecosystem. Bacteria play a crucial role in nutrient cycling and are involved in various processes such as nitrogen fixation, decomposition, and bioremediation. Some bacteria can also form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, such as the bacteria in the gut that help with digestion and boost the immune system. Viruses also play a role in the ecosystem, but their role is less well understood. Some viruses infect bacteria and are important in regulating bacterial populations in the environment. Other viruses are important in controlling the populations of other organisms, such as algae in aquatic ecosystems. Finally, bacteria and viruses can also have different impacts on food safety. Bacterial contamination of food can cause foodborne illnesses, such as Salmonella and E. coli infections. Proper food handling and preparation can help reduce the risk of bacterial contamination. Viral contamination of food is less common, but viruses such as norovirus can be spread through contaminated food or water. Another important difference between bacteria and viruses is their treatment options. Antibiotics are effective in treating bacterial infections by targeting specific components of bacterial cells, such as their cell walls or metabolic pathways. However, because bacteria have the ability to evolve and develop resistance to antibiotics, it is important to use antibiotics only when necessary and to follow proper prescribing practices. Viruses, on the other hand, are much more difficult to treat. The human body and its systems. The human body is a complex and remarkable system that is made up of many interconnected parts and processes. From the circulatory system that pumps blood throughout the body to the respiratory system that allows us to breathe, each system in the body plays a vital role in ensuring our health and well-being. In this essay, we will explore the various systems of the human body and examine their functions, interrelationships, and importance to overall health. The skeletal system. The skeletal system provides the framework for the body and is responsible for protecting vital organs, supporting movement, and producing blood cells. It consists of bones, cartilage, and ligaments, and works in conjunction with the muscular system to allow for movement and stability. The muscular system. The muscular system is responsible for movement and works in conjunction with the skeletal system. It consists of skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscles, and plays a critical role in maintaining posture, generating heat, and facilitating bodily functions such as digestion and circulation. The circulatory system. The circulatory system, also known as the cardiovascular system, is responsible for transporting oxygen, nutrients, and waste products throughout the body. It consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood, and plays a critical role in maintaining homeostasis and regulating bodily functions. The respiratory system. The respiratory system is responsible for breathing, which allows the body to take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. It consists of the nose, trachea, lungs, and bronchi, and plays a vital role in maintaining homeostasis and regulating bodily functions. The digestive system. The digestive system is responsible for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients, as well as eliminating waste products. It consists of the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, and pancreas, and plays a critical role in maintaining the body's energy balance and overall health. The nervous system. The nervous system is responsible for transmitting signals throughout the body and coordinating bodily functions. It consists of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves, and plays a critical role in maintaining homeostasis and regulating bodily functions such as movement, sensation, and cognition. The endocrine system. The endocrine system is responsible for producing hormones that regulate bodily functions such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. It consists of glands such as the pituitary, thyroid, and adrenal glands, and plays a critical role in maintaining homeostasis and regulating bodily functions. In addition to the systems mentioned above, there are other systems in the human body that play critical roles in maintaining health and well-being. One such system is the immune system, which is responsible for protecting the body against pathogens and other foreign invaders. The immune system consists of various cells, tissues, and organs, and plays a vital role in preventing and fighting infections and diseases. Another important system is the urinary system, which is responsible for removing waste products from the body and regulating fluid balance. The urinary system consists of the kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra, and plays a critical role in maintaining homeostasis and regulating bodily functions. The integumentary system is another important system that is responsible for protecting the body against damage and regulating body temperature. It consists of the skin, hair, and nails, and plays a critical role in preventing infection, maintaining hydration, and regulating temperature. Finally, the reproductive system is responsible for producing offspring and regulating sexual development and behavior. It consists of the gonads, sex hormones, and reproductive structures, and plays a critical role in the continuation of the human species. It is important to note that each system in the body is interconnected, and disruptions in one system can have significant implications for the functioning of other systems. For example, disruptions in the endocrine system can lead to imbalances in hormone levels, which can impact the functioning of other systems such as the reproductive and immune systems. In addition to the various systems of the human body, there are also numerous organs and tissues that play vital roles in maintaining health and well-being. One such organ is the liver, which is responsible for detoxifying the body, producing bile, and regulating metabolism. The liver is critical for overall health, and is vulnerable to damage from a variety of factors, including alcohol consumption and viral infections. The pancreas is another important organ that is responsible for producing enzymes that aid in digestion and hormones such as insulin that regulate blood sugar levels. Disruptions in pancreatic function can lead to serious health conditions such as diabetes and pancreatic cancer. The spleen is also an essential organ that plays a crucial role in the immune system by filtering blood and removing damaged or old blood cells. The spleen is vulnerable to injury and disease, and its removal can increase the risk of infection and other health problems. Additionally, the brain and nervous system are critical for regulating bodily functions and processing information. Disruptions in brain function can lead to a variety of neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. The eyes and ears are also vital organs that allow us to sense and interpret information from the environment. Disruptions in vision and hearing can significantly impact quality of life and can be caused by a variety of factors, including age, injury, and disease. Aside from the organs and tissues, there are also other important components of the human body that play significant roles in maintaining health and well-being. One such component is the microbiome, which is the collection of microorganisms that live within and on the human body. The microbiome plays a crucial role in maintaining immune system function, digestion, and metabolism. Disruptions in the microbiome can lead to a variety of health problems, including autoimmune diseases, digestive disorders, and obesity. Another important component is the lymphatic system, which is responsible for removing excess fluid from tissues, transporting fats from the digestive system, and producing immune cells. Disruptions in the lymphatic system can lead to swelling, infections, and other health problems. The skin is also an essential component of the human body, serving as a protective barrier against external factors such as bacteria, viruses, and environmental toxins. The skin also plays a crucial role in regulating temperature and maintaining hydration levels. Disruptions in skin health can lead to a variety of health problems, including infections, allergic reactions, and skin cancer. Finally, the bones and teeth are vital components of the human body, providing support and protection for the body's organs and tissues, as well as playing a crucial role in movement, metabolism, and immune system function. Disruptions in bone and tooth health can lead to a variety of health problems, including osteoporosis and tooth decay. In addition to the components mentioned above, there are also various processes and functions that occur within the human body that play a crucial role in maintaining health and well-being. One such process is metabolism, which is the set of chemical reactions that occur in the body to convert food into energy and support bodily functions. Disruptions in metabolism can lead to a variety of health problems, including diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. Another critical function is homeostasis, which is the maintenance of a stable internal environment within the body. Homeostasis is crucial for the proper functioning of bodily processes and is maintained through various feedback mechanisms that regulate factors such as temperature, blood pressure, and pH levels. Cellular processes such as DNA replication and protein synthesis are also essential for maintaining health and well-being. These processes ensure the proper functioning and replication of cells, which are the building blocks of the body. Disruptions in cellular processes can lead to a variety of health problems, including cancer and genetic disorders.
What is the difference between plant and animal cells? Cells are the basic unit of life and are responsible for carrying out the processes that allow living organisms to survive and thrive. While there are many different types of cells, there are two primary types, plant cells and animal cells. In this essay, we will explore the differences between plant and animal cells, including their structure, function, and characteristics. Structure. Plant cells and animal cells differ in their structure. Plant cells have a rigid cell wall that provides structure and support to the cell, while animal cells do not. The cell wall of plant cells is made up of cellulose, a complex carbohydrate that provides strength and protection to the cell. Animal cells, on the other hand, have a flexible cell membrane that allows for movement and changes in cell shape. Another key difference in structure is the presence of organelles. Both plant and animal cells contain organelles, such as mitochondria and ribosomes, but there are also differences in the types and structures of these organelles. For example, plant cells contain chloroplasts, which are responsible for photosynthesis, while animal cells do not. Function. Plant cells and animal cells also differ in their function. Plant cells are responsible for producing their own food through photosynthesis, while animal cells obtain their food by consuming other organisms. The process of photosynthesis involves converting sunlight into energy-rich molecules such as glucose, which can be used for energy or stored for later use. Animal cells, on the other hand, are responsible for carrying out a variety of functions such as digestion, respiration, and movement. Animal cells have specialized organelles such as lysosomes and centrioles that are not found in plant cells, and are responsible for performing specific functions such as breaking down cellular waste and organizing the cell during cell division. Characteristics. In addition to their structural and functional differences, plant cells and animal cells also have different characteristics. For example, plant cells tend to be larger and more rectangular in shape, while animal cells tend to be smaller and more irregular in shape. Plant cells also tend to have a central vacuole, which is responsible for storing water and other materials, while animal cells have smaller vacuoles or none at all. Another characteristic that distinguishes plant and animal cells is the presence of flagella and cilia. These structures are used for movement and are found in animal cells, but are not typically found in plant cells. One key difference between plant and animal cells is their method of reproduction. Plant cells can reproduce asexually through a process called mitosis, where a single cell divides into two identical daughter cells. Additionally, plant cells can also reproduce sexually through the fusion of gametes produced by flowers. Animal cells, on the other hand, reproduce sexually through the fusion of gametes produced by male and female individuals. Animal cells can also divide asexually through mitosis, but this process is typically reserved for tissue repair and growth, rather than reproduction. Another difference between plant and animal cells is their method of responding to stimuli. Plant cells have specialized structures called plasmostomata, which are channels that allow for communication and exchange of materials between adjacent cells. Additionally, plant cells can respond to stimuli such as light and gravity through specialized organelles called statoliths and photoreceptors. Animal cells, on the other hand, communicate through the nervous system and are able to respond to stimuli through specialized cells called neurons. Neurons are responsible for transmitting information through electrical and chemical signals, allowing animals to respond quickly and efficiently to changes in their environment. Finally, plant and animal cells also differ in their energy storage and utilization. Plant cells store energy in the form of starch, which can be broken down into glucose when needed for energy. Animal cells store energy in the form of glycogen, which is a complex carbohydrate that can be broken down into glucose for energy. Additionally, plant cells produce oxygen through photosynthesis, while animal cells consume oxygen through respiration. Another key difference between plant and animal cells is their method of maintaining internal fluid balance. Plant cells are able to maintain their internal fluid balance through a process called turgor pressure, which is created by the influx of water into the central vacuole. The pressure created by this influx of water helps to maintain the shape and structure of the plant cell, even under adverse environmental conditions. Animal cells, on the other hand, do not have a central vacuole and instead rely on specialized ion channels and pumps to maintain their internal fluid balance. These channels and pumps help to regulate the concentration of ions and other molecules within the cell, ensuring that the cell remains healthy and functional. Another difference between plant and animal cells is their response to external stimuli such as light and touch. Plant cells are able to detect and respond to these stimuli through specialized organelles called photoreceptors and mechanoreceptors. Photoreceptors detect light and play a role in regulating plant growth and development, while mechanoreceptors detect mechanical stimuli such as touch and play a role in regulating plant responses to environmental stresses such as wind and rain. Animal cells are also able to detect and respond to external stimuli through specialized cells called sensory cells. These cells are found in various tissues throughout the body and are responsible for detecting different types of stimuli such as light, sound, and touch. The information gathered by sensory cells is then transmitted to the brain through the nervous system, allowing animals to respond appropriately to changes in their environment. Finally, plant and animal cells also differ in their method of locomotion. While animal cells are able to move through specialized structures such as cilia and flagella, plant cells are unable to move in this way. Instead, plant cells are able to grow and extend their structure through the process of cell elongation, allowing them to reach towards sources of light or water. Another important difference between plant and animal cells is their method of energy production. Plant cells are capable of producing their own energy through the process of photosynthesis, which involves converting light energy into chemical energy in the form of glucose. This process takes place in specialized organelles called chloroplasts, which are found in plant cells but not animal cells. Animal cells, on the other hand, rely on the consumption of organic matter to obtain energy. The process of cellular respiration allows animal cells to break down glucose and other organic molecules to release energy in the form of ATP. This process takes place in specialized organelles called mitochondria, which are found in both plant and animal cells. Another key difference between plant and animal cells is their method of reproduction. Plant cells are capable of reproducing asexually through the process of mitosis, in which a single cell divides into two identical daughter cells. Additionally, plant cells can also reproduce sexually through the fusion of gametes produced by flowers.